So, this is becoming an interesting hobby of mine. I just got a new module in the other day called the Spherical Wavetable Navigator by Formas, and it's pretty cool. It's got these six channels, for manipulating individual oscillators, a whole bunch of features with respect to selecting waveforms based on this wavetable idea that I've just become acquainted with, which is really interesting. But what I've done is I've wired this cool other module that I just bought, which is a theremin sort of style module where literally you can adjust control voltage as well as a gate out, which I'm not currently using, but I have used before actually directly with rings, which is part of what I'm going to be showing today. But for now, what I'm doing is I'm just cabling this directly into the Forbidden Planet by Tip Top Audio, which is I'm currently using as a low-pass filter. And so what that does is it allows me to dynamically adjust the phase of the low-pass filter just by moving my hand closer to this theremin thing, which is really cool. And then what I'm doing is I'm passing the output from the wavetable navigator here, the output, into that low-pass filter input. And then from there, what I'm doing is I'm passing the output into this the Dual Effects by Erica synths for some nice delay and reverb. And the effects that it has on that, especially when I move my hand closer and let some of those sounds in and then suddenly take them away, the sort of after effects of what that sounds like, I think are pretty cool. But and then from there, I also have to my keyboard, or at least to the pitch input from Voice 2. I have a cable to the transpose port here on the spherical wavetable navigator to control the really the key of the scale that I'm currently playing. And then track 2 on the keyboard here is just wired to rings, both strum and the voltage per octave, just so I can play something with my left hand while I'm sort of navigating the way that the sort of the low pass filter for the Formas module is working. Anyway, I found this to be kind of an interesting patch, and I just wanted to explain sort of how it works before I show it in action. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. I currently am not using, for what I'm about to show, I'm not using this module or plates. I am using maths as a sort of sample and hold kind of thing for when I do change. That's actually something I should mention. So the pitch from the keyboard to control the scale, the transpose sort of port here, is not actually directly wired into the keyboard. I'm passing it through maths to do sort of a slew. And so that way it doesn't all of a sudden change. It sort of goes through this sort of curvature where it changes to the new key that I've pressed here on the keyboard a little bit more gradually, which is controlled by these knobs here. But anyway, this is a general explanation of the patch that is going to follow.